Hey guys, John here with Sergeant Rich. Thanks for joining me. Hey, we're going to go over some of the coins that we found in the 80s house. There's a batch of like foreign currency, paper currency, and coins. So we're going to go through that and check it out, see what we have. All right, guys. So let's go through these foreign coins. Now, before I do that, I want to let you know, guys, I heard you last time. Look what I did. I went and got me some gloves. So when I'm going through these coins, I'm going to be wearing these gloves. This kind of reminds me of Marine Corps days. But be able to go check the kids' rooms, make sure they field dayed properly. But I don't want to get any fingerprints on anything. So, like I said, I'm always trying to learn from you guys. So if you have tips, tricks, and things like that, feel free to let me know in the comments below. And also, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share the videos. That's awesome. Thumbs up. So, anyways, guys, I think this stuff all, or a lot of it, I think, was brought back after World War II, or during World War II. I guess it was one of the, I want to say it was the grandfather of the gentleman who I bought everything from. His grandfather was in the Marine Corps, I believe it was. I found some like pictures and things like that, and that went back to the family. All those personal artifacts and effects. I didn't find any other like military artifacts, like any war trophies or anything brought back other than this. And actually, I will show you guys this one thing. It's not a coin, but this was there. And I'm not 100% sure what it is. I can look it up, obviously. But it appears to be some metals. I believe they're Japanese. So I'll just have to do a Google image search on that to try to, or a translate or whatever, and figure out what that is. But I forgot about this until I saw it when I was going through these coins. So it's some kind of Japanese metals. I'm not sure what they are. I'll have to look them up. But like I said, interesting to find this there because the gentleman, his grandfather was a United States Marine, based on the pictures I found in the house of him. So if you guys know what that is and want to let me know, that's great. I'm going to try to look them up and try to figure out what they are. I believe they're both Japanese metals. They do both have Japanese writing on the back. So if any of you speak Japanese and want to save me the trouble of trying to go through Google to figure out what that says, there you have it. Now, I don't think these were both in this box. I don't see how they would both be issued in that. This is probably the ribbon for this, I would imagine, for the metal, but not a coin, but that's really cool, and figured I'd show you guys that since it's sitting right here with all the coins. So a lot of this paper money was in the basement, so a lot of it's in bad shape. It's like kind of crusty and gross. I wiped it off to the best of my ability, but I didn't want to be too rough on it because, as you can see, a lot of this is already decaying or just falling apart. It's just, you know, paper money now. This here is, again, guys, I'm guessing on a lot of this stuff Japanese, I would imagine, just based on where the gentleman, I believe, acquired it from. So I don't know the value of any of this stuff. I haven't had a chance to look it up. So if you guys are experts in this foreign currency, please, by all means, share your knowledge. That would be great. But these are yen. You got 10 yen. I feel like a freaking archaeologist or something working in a museum with these gloves on. I kind of like it. I'm not going to have to get my hands all dirty with this stuff. So I'm assuming these are all the same. You know, they're all the 10s and whatnot. So I'm not going to go really slow over all the same bills. But when we get to different stuff, we'll go over the different bills. And when we do, I'll do the other coins we had, all the silver. I know a lot of people were really interested in the silver. So I'll go through that stuff as well. And I'll go through that in a little more detail. So we have 10 sen. Now this is military currency, and I guess I did a little bit of research on this, not too much, but this was what was issued to the GIs when Japan was occupied after World War II. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Like I said, I just did a real quick search on that because it was odd to me that, one, it was in Japanese, but also had the English writing on there. It's in military currency, so I'm assuming this was in both languages, so the people over there in the military knew what they had, and the people who were receiving it also could read it. So I'm not sure what that one is. Looks like it's Japanese or Chinese. It has the Asian, I guess, writing. I don't know what you would actually call it. So there's a bunch of those. And like I said, guys, I'll just kind of, I have these stacked. They're all like the same denomination. So those are all Oh no, there's a couple different ones in here. So we have those ones, and then we have these. So again, it's 50. I'm assuming that's 50 yen, but I don't know. And again, I don't know if these have any value anymore. I don't know if this is current, if this is the kind of current money they have over there, or not. I'm assuming it's not, because I know our money has changed over time. So I don't know if this stuff is, you know, worth the paper it's printed on. I'm sure it has some kind of collector value or something like that. But this is a bunch of the same stuff. You know, the same kind of bills. Kind of want to go to the store and try to spend some of this and see what happens, but probably get arrested. Here's some more of the military currency, the 10 sen. But yeah, some of this stuff is just really nasty. Some of it was covered in mold, which I wiped off. Some of this stuff is just decaying from age. There's a couple more of these, and then it gets into some different currencies, like different countries and everything. So this one is Egyptian government currency note. Now again, this is another one that's in English, but it also has the Arabic writing on it. So I don't know why that would be like that, unless all of their currency was like that, or if it had something to do with, you know, military. Cinq francs. So what's a franc? Is that German? Was that Belgian? I don't know. I don't speak any other languages except for English and very, very little Spanish. And I took French in high school, but all I remember how to say is cat and like hello. So here's a Netherland bill. I don't know who she is. And this one, National Bank, National Bank, I guess. I'm not sure if it looks maybe German or. I think a franc is, or that's German, right? So here's another one. It's interesting to see how money looked back then versus now. I guess our bills were very similar to what we have now, with the exception of the giant head ones. So, is this $1,000? I don't know what this is. It's 1,000 something or another. Reichsbahn. I'm not even trying to pronounce this stuff, guys. I have no idea. I mean, this stuff's got beautiful art on it. I can see this stuff, you know, why people would collect it. You know, the graphics on it are wonderful. And this playmat here, this is actually a Magic the Gathering playmat. If you're wondering what that is. So we have this. The Zerkmark. Try to keep things a little different on here, guys. I don't want to always just do toys, and I don't always get artifacts or antiques in our travels. We mainly deal with the toys and collectibles, so, you know, we did have a lot of different items in this house, so trying to get to it all. It's just been a really slow process between that and getting this building up and running. Yeah, I'll have an update on that here shortly. I'm hoping we have some word back on the metal. I just talked to the company that's fabricating the metal for us. I'm hoping to hear back from them tomorrow and get a time when we can get that stuff, because that's really what's holding us up right now, is waiting on that metal, the metal chases and the metal supports, so we can get the roof put on the front there and push that out a little bit. But we're really getting excited trying to get this place ready and get it open. So if you guys are in Michigan or, you know, close by or wherever, and you want to come visit the shop, we really look forward to seeing everybody there. So probably, I mean, obviously we'll have the toys and collectibles and all that stuff, but some of this stuff, we'll probably have some of the stuff there from the 80s house. That was not toys. And also from the novelty shop, we'll have a little area that's going to be like a throwback to the place. It was a novelty shop. Obviously, we have all the novelty cards and some of the stuff we found in that building. We'll actually put them back on the market in that building decades later. So, and again, I'm not a coin guy. I'm not a cash guy. But we did end up buying everything in the house. So everything came with us. There's just two of those are kind of stuck together, so. gloves are nice, except for it's hard to get these things apart. Look at that guy. He's just like, yeah, been out here with my sickle, getting some hay. Some of this stuff's like art, man. I mean, it is art, really, if you think about it. Just art you would spend. It's a lot more decorative than American money, that's for sure. And I'm probably going to do a video on the jewelry that we found in that house here shortly as well. We did find a bunch of jewelry. I don't know if it's costume jewelry or what, but it's basically like 2 milk crates worth of jewelry that we found. They were in the boxes and things like that. We had to take them out of the boxes because the boxes were really disgusting. And if you can imagine, they were on the floor in that basement and just were covered in nastiness. So we took those out and I put them in different boxes. Just so we didn't have to keep that nasty, moldy stuff around. I'm sure some of it's real, because some of it was in actual jewelry boxes from stores that I recognized. And I'm sure some of it's costume jewelry, but I'll show you guys nonetheless. I know there's people out there who really enjoy seeing that stuff, and I know Dee really likes some of that stuff, so we'll go through that, show you guys. And then I know I owe you guys a sports card video. I just haven't gotten around to it. I'm still trying to get to all the toys that we have, but like I said, things have been super busy. So there's some more of these military currency. Now, I did find a, like I said, I think I mentioned it in another video, but we found a newspaper from when Japan surrendered after World War II. As well. There's a bunch of these little ones here. Issued pursuant to military proclamation. Oh, it's just another one. The military currency is a different denomination. Another one. So what do you guys think about this stuff? I mean, these bills look pretty neat. I mean, compared to American money, not value-wise, but like just the way they look. What do you think? Do you think our money looks better? Or do you think some of these foreign currencies look better? I'm going to have to say, I like the green bills, but some of this stuff's got like artwork on it that's just really cool looking. Maybe it's just because it's new to me. Oops. Don't know who that's supposed to be. And that fellow we've seen already. This one's different. This one's... France, Bank de France. Like, I don't know these people that are on these. I don't know if they're like kings and queens or if they're just like, some of them just look like farmers and peasants. Luxembourg. And we're almost through the paper bills, and then we'll hit some of this coinage. There's another military currency. So what I might do is I might take the, some of this military currency and all that stuff and that newspaper and maybe sell it as a collection, like a lot of stuff that would be from that period. Instead of selling these individually or doing anything with these individually, because, I haven't had a chance to look any of this stuff up. So I don't know if this is worth, $20 or 50 cents, I have no idea. And this one is really rough. Looks like it's got a burn hole through it. Alright, so that's all the paper bills. Again, guys, if there's anything in there that you know what it is or you're familiar with it, please let us know. And if you're interested in any of that stuff, just shoot me a PM. And we can go from there, because I don't know what I'm going to be doing with all that stuff. Alright, so here's the coins. A lot of different coins, a lot of different countries. This one's actually kind of interesting. It's, I don't know if you could tell. It's bent. Looks like it got run over by something. But it looks like it's German. And And there's a couple of them that are in little cases. So we got some that were in these collector cases. I guess that's Italian. Yep, Italy. Here's another one. This one's really cool looking. It almost looks like a, what are they called? The Seated Liberties that we have here, but 1922. It's in actually really nice shape. Now, I don't know if like the market for foreign coins is similar as it is to American coins. And I think somebody, I looked a couple of these up. Like this one I think is silver. I think it's like a silver peso. But 1897. Or maybe it was this one. I know one of these pesos was silver. Someone asked about one of them in the video. They saw us pull it out and thought it was gold. And I went and looked, and it's I believe these are silver. Alright, so we have a bunch of different stuff here. I'm going to try to just get one or two of each to show you guys what we have. So here's a 1 cent piece. That's a Canadian 1 cent piece. And actually, I learned that Canada did away with their pennies, I guess. I know a lot of you guys probably follow Curiosity Inc., and I was watching some of their older videos, and Alex was talking about how they had gotten rid of the penny in Canada, and he tried to buy something at a drive-thru using exact change. It was actually kind of funny. I don't even know what the heck that is. Yeah, not sure. Now, some of these... now, does anyone know why these would have holes in them? I know they're made that way, I believe. Was it just to save on metal, or is there a reason they would do that? I'm not sure. Because I know there's several different currencies. I believe it's Japanese, that I inherited. It's not this one, obviously, but my grandfather was in Japan after World War II, and I got a bayonet, and his dog tags had a couple of those coins on them with the holes in them. That's French, I guess. I think this is Polish. I'm just guessing that because I think, isn't that the logo or the emblem they have on the Polish flag? I can't remember if it's... I think it's Polish. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure someone will. Here's another one. This is Canadian. Now, I don't know if... I'm sure there's a date cutoff as well. Like, what's that, 1963. So I don't know, did Canada switch from silver at some period like the United States did? So if it's earlier than, 64 for the United States, it's silver. Is it, earlier than 94 in Canada, or is it a different date, or is it still silver? I'm assuming it's not silver today, but was there a date back then that they switched everything over? What is this thing? I think that's German. These are just some common Canadian coins. I don't know if anyone really wants to see those. So we'll just skip those. Those look modern to me. I mean, the dates might not be modern, but the design is. Living in Michigan and growing up in Michigan, we would get like Canadian coins all the time. Like, you'd go to the grocery store or the supermarket, and they'd give you back Canadian coins. And you just spend them like they were, normal money. They wouldn't work in vending machines, but we did get those pretty regularly. Now, these ones are cool. I just like the way they look. I think they look pretty cool with that axe on them. I'm guessing they're French. That one is no longer in mint condition. It hit the ground. But it wasn't in mint condition to start. We have a couple of those. 1 penny, 1921. See, this is in English, so is that like... Is it British? I mean, I don't know. It says 1 penny. Looks like U.S. currency, but I don't think it is. I don't know what that is. Like, get my coin off the ground here so don't forget it. So let me know in the comments, guys, what kind of videos do you want to see. We have the silver and gold, or the jewelry still need to go through. We have the sports cards. We have more toys. Some of that stuff's just going to have to hold off on the toys, though, because we need the room to go through it all. Because, like the G.I. Joes, for example, there's just so much of it, and they're so big. I'm sure Denise does not want me spreading a ton of G.I. Joes out in the living room, because my work area here is not going to have enough room to go through it all. And until the shop is ready, I don't want to bring all that stuff here. So I think we'll do the jewelry next, maybe, and then the sports cards. And then as we're going, I've been pulling more boxes out of storage. Like I said, normally I don't use a storage unit, but there was just so much stuff there that I had to get one. $1904. So I think this stuff's pretty interesting. Again, like I said, I'm not a big coin guy. I'm not a coin guy at all. I like to spend coins, but that's about it. So, especially the foreign coins, I have no clue what half of this stuff is. I've got a lot of research ahead of me, but I figured I'd still share it with you guys because I know there's got to be someone out there who is knowledgeable about this. And I'm not afraid to ask for help. So, if you guys know what this is, like I said. That's an Italian one. Some of them are really nice. I mean, let's see, I think that's about it. The rest of these look like things we've already seen. I don't think there was any World War II era, like, German coins. Like, I think they had... What is that? Good golly. You know, nothing with the German symbol on it, the Nazi symbol or anything like that, so... I know it's not the German symbol, but I'm trying to be careful what I say, because I know if you say certain words, it'll get flagged on YouTube here, so... 1868. It's like a 4-cent piece or something? It's Canadian... There's some really old looking dimes. It's pretty cool. 1925. There's another one. 23. So what's this thing here? I don't think... It's probably not gold, I would imagine. I doubt they made actual coins with gold. I'm sure they did at some point, but just not when these were created. Can't even tell what that is. So I think that's it for the different kinds of currency, guys. Well, here's a Canadian quarter. The gloves do come in handy because it focuses on what I'm holding versus my hand. 1816. So there you have it. That, I think, is that. I don't know if this one looks different. I don't think I've shown this one yet, or one like this. 1934. Yeah, then we have a bunch of those Canadian 1-cent pieces, or pennies. And they look like they're from the 60s, 50s. Yeah. So there you have it, guys. Well, that's the coins, or the foreign stuff anyways. I hope you enjoyed that video. I know if you're not into coins, this is probably a little boring, but I figured I'd show them since everyone's kind of interested in all the different stuff, and there's a lot of different people watching these videos, so I wanted to kind of make it interesting for everybody. And I know there's videos I watch on other channels that sometimes it's not really something that I'm into, but it's cool to watch it and kind of just follow along and, you know, learn something new about stuff. So guys, let me know what you think about this video, and we'll catch you next time.